Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTGO Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is a very special video because it's the video going to be on the Friday of Guilds of Ravnica pre-release, or midnight releases if people do that, and then of course going into the weekend. But this is a Gilded League on Magic Online. So Gilded Leagues are very interesting for us because it's essentially recreating a pre-release, which is kind of a really good way to get a handle on what you want to pick for the pre-release. If you guys saw yesterday, I was part of the MTGGRN special early access event for Guilds of Ravnica. Did a sealed event there. We did Golgari and did Dimir. Went 7 matches with Dimir, so it did really well with Dimir. Today, let's try and pick a different guild, maybe Boros or maybe even Izzet. As far as this goes. So what it's going to give you, it's going to give you 1 seeded pack, basically just like your pre-release, and then 5 other regular booster packs. And then you build a sealed deck, and then you go some rounds on this. And let's see what we want to go with. I think we want to go with maybe Selesnya, Izzet, or go for Boros. Let's try Boros and see if we get into something special here. Let's see. All right. Open this up real quick. Let's sort this by rarity real quick. We have, Divine Visitation. This is a great card for Boros and for Selesnya. Light of the Legion, another great card for Boros. Overgrown Tomb is our card here as well. Response to Resurgence, very good Boros card. Swiftblade Vindicator, another good Boros card. And Tajik Legion's Edge. So we got Boros all throughout this. So these are all going to go into our deck real quick. Let's start building our deck list and see what we can do. A response, a great removal, and then in the mid to late game, it can be a great way to, win the game. So bringing that in, bringing Light of the Legion in. Let's throw this back converted mana. Divine Visitation, if we have lots of stuff over here with a good token creation, we might use it. We might not, though. Let's look at these split cards over here. Fresh Face Recruit is a great card for us for Boros. Legionnaire is a 3 mana flying hasty. That's pretty good. Hammerdropper is not amazing, but we could put it into our deck. Sergeant got several of those. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Sergeants. Wow. That is a lot of Sergeants. All right, let's go over here for the red, or the whites. Gird for Battle might be a good card. Healer's Hawk is really good in Boros. Hunted Witness is also pretty good. Scout is very good as well. Good attacker. So is Stalwart. 10th card isn't that great. It's a 2 mana 2/2 that just gives something +0/+1 on our turn, which is not amazing. So I'm going to pass that up. Luminous Bonds is good removal. Sworn Companies is one of those token producers. Power of the Culprit. This could be a good sideboard in game 2. Could also be a good main board. We'll look into it real quick. Ladov Champion, Guardian here is a 2/4 for 4 with Convoke. Not amazing. This is really for Selesnya. Patrol is great. It's a 4 mana 2/3 flyer Vigilance with Mentor. Very good. Then we also have Inspiring Unicorn, a great attacker for us, although it's a 2/2 body, so it could just do nothing, which is not great. We also have Divine Visitation, Lockstone Restore. Let's click over here to our red. We have Bannerets, Creator Maker, a great card for modern and even probably even eternal formats. Locksmith is okay, not amazing. Lava Coil is great for us. Goblin as well is good. We're going to bring in the Banneret as well. Direct Current could possibly be put in here. Cosmotronic Wave could also be pretty good against the Selesnya or Boros deck we're up against, so this could be a good sideboard fodder. Gravatic Punch, let's see. Probably okay, not amazing. Then we also have the Sergeant here. 5 mana 4/2 Hasty Mentor. Definitely going to bring in the Hammer Dropper now. We have 17 cards in our deck list so far. As far as other cards, we have quite a few of Dimir here, if you want to go Dimir, or for Golgari perhaps, but I think we just want to try and force Boros and see what we can do. So having a gate would make this really good, but we don't have any gates, it looks like. We do have gates. We have 2 guild gates here. So we might actually get away with having 1 or 2 of the Sergeants. We also have the Boros Locket, very good card for us, good mana ramp. Rampaging Monument's also pretty good. Enters Battlefield, it's a 4 mana 3/3 with Trample, but it gets larger anytime you cast a multicolored spell. And we have quite a few in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's probably worth putting in. We can also add 1 Sergeant here. Kind of help that out. Looking at some other stuff real quick. Looking at our options. Let's go back to the white over here. I think we might want to put in the Patrol. Good 4 mana card. It's kind of evening out our mana curve a little bit. Gird for Battle could be pretty good as well because it makes all of our creatures a little bit more powerful. But let's make sure we want to keep that in here. Sergeant could be okay. Crater Maker is also a 2-mana 2/2 that can just deal 2 damage to a creature, so it can indirectly affect something. So I think Goblin Crater Maker is pretty good in the main board as well. 3-mana 3/2 is not bad as far as the Prerelease Halberdier. Let's see. I think we're almost there. Let's group creatures separately. Let's see if you get 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures here in this deck. And that's not to be kind of unexpected for this deck because it's definitely a Boros aggro deck, so we want to be as aggressive as possible. We do have 2 ways to make a token here with the Witness as well as the Sworn Companions here. Divine Visitation really isn't that important for what we're doing here. If we had any kind of Selesnya stuff, we might want to go Selesnya with that, but not really enough Selesnya for me to like putting that into our deck list here. Inspiring Unicorn, I feel like, is a good card, a good way to end up a match, and that might actually end up being it for us. Let's take out Gird for battle here. Trying to think about if we want to bring in Direct Current or not. It's Direct Burn spell magic, so could do that. Let's combine groups again. Just see what we have here. The issue with the Swiftblade is that the Swiftblade needs to be, stronger with the Mentor triggers, obviously, but also it's just a 2-mana 1/1 that has all these nice abilities on top of it. You got to make it stronger with counters, with Mentor. We don't really have any auras here, which is a little strange. Usually we get at least 1 aura. I think we want to bring in Collar the Culprit and maybe take out the Monument here. Let's do that. We need just a little bit more removal for game 1 here. All right, let's throw in our Boros Guildgates because we have those. Go to our basic lands. We have 6 and 9. I think you probably want to bring that down to 8 and 7 and then hit add. That should do it for us. Let's sort by color real quick. Yeah, so pretty even as far as distribution goes with the gold cards in comparison to the white. Obviously, this is our top-end bomb. This is another great bomb for us. And a lot of small creatures to go through and do some good stuff, good damage. Let's hit save here and see what we can do in the matches, guys. All right, getting into match 1 here. So one of the things I've kind of noticed about the sealed leagues with these guilds here is they're all pretty balanced really nicely. And I really appreciate most of these guilds as far as how they operate with the matches. Let's see if I can. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me move this for a little bit. Get rid of it, actually. Play first? Absolutely. 1-mana hand. Well, we do have Hunted Witness here. Probably not good enough for us here. Let's go with a mulligan. 3 lands with a scout and our unicorn. Sure, we'll keep that. Opponent's saying hi. We're going to say good luck. Have fun. Let's go with a keep here. Ooh, Swiftblade on top. We'll keep that. And just go for a white mana pass. It's kind of strange playing MTGO since we played Arena all day yesterday, but I still think that as far as the layouts go, let's go with Vindicator first. They're also on Boros, which is interesting. As far as layouts go, this is way easier to understand from a distance. See what's going on. 8 cards in the opponent's hand here, 31 cards in their deck, 33 in ours. Ooh, multiples here. Going for a Descendant. Go with a mana and go for a Scout. Keep in mind, this can trade with this. I assume they don't want that to happen. This is a late game pumper. They may trade with it, though. It's a big threat. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Hit pass turn. Hit pass for them as well. Now, when this attacks out, we can pay 2 and give it flying, which is not bad. So, pretty good on that. Inspiring Unicorn will be the next play if we get into a land. If not, Just be attacking in for 2. I don't mind the early game trade here with the Vindicator. I think the Vindicator is a very good card, but it needs stuff on top of it. Chromatic Lantern for the turn for them. That's not bad. If we hit a land, though, we'll feel bad because Inspiring Unicorn would make this a 2/2. We did hit a land. Man, but it's a tap land, so we can't play the Unicorn this turn. Let's get in for 2 here, and we're just going to hit Yield here and say no for now. Chromatic Lantern does make this much easier for our opponent, so we'll see how they go about doing stuff this game. 4 lands for them. They can tap for whatever they want, which is super nice. One of the best parts about Chromatic Lantern. And of course, this can tap for mana itself, so 5 mana something this turn would be pretty devastating for us. Ooh, Rosemane, okay. Another Guild Gate for us. Let's go with a Unicorn here. And Light of the Legion will be next turn for us, which is not bad. Also, the Sergeant will have a double strike. So, let's pass turn. We have 2 Guild Gates on the battlefield with a Sergeant in our hand. So, someone on Twitter, I think, pointed out that this is like them, like, signaling down, like, a plane or something. That's nice. Opponent getting in here for 4. We could double block, but we're not going to. Now, keep in mind, it has Vigilance, so want to be careful. Down to 16 for us. We do have main board removal for anything with 4 power or greater as well. And Luminous Bonds is there too. This is a decent 2/2 to play out. Nice little graphic there. Dropping a forest, and looks like they're going to pass turn here. Patrol's fine. I think we want to go, if we had 1 more mana, we would go for the light. Let's go for the Sergeant here. And pass turn. Keep in mind it'll be a 4/4 double striker next turn, so they really need a removal spell for it. Now they can tap of any mana of any color, and they will have 4 cards next turn, so them having a removal spell this coming turn might be likely for the Sergeant, which is a good thing for us because we can actually go light next turn if we hit a land. They may have something this turn. Wow, they do. Intervention. Okay. Never mind. We're definitely on the back foot on this game. Thanks to the Centaur here, being so early. Okepi, 1 card in hand for the opponent. Probably a double attack in. We'll block with the Scout on the guard. Let's see. Maybe just a 4 points in. No, they want a double attack. Okay. You know what? I think I might actually just let it hit us because once we play the Patrol and attack in with the Scout, this will be a 3/2. We also have this Legionnaire here. 4 mana with Mentor or 4 mana Flying Hasty. We have enough to attack in with the Legionnaire and the Scout with Flying, so that's not too bad. I think we want to go with the Patrol here because of the 3 toughness. To trade with this 2/2. Just being conservative on our plays here. Opponent was just really explosive in the early game, so really going to struggle to come back. Let's look at our sideboard real quick. Of course, that's everything. Guard for Battle might be brought in here against matchups like this. Flourish, very nice. This is a pump spell, so creatures they control get +2/+2, so this might actually be the game for us. Let's see, we're at 10. They just need to attack in with at least 2 creatures, correct? Yeah. Let's go with a Scout block. Let's go Unicorn block here and take 9. Go to 1. All right. It ain't over till it's over. We got a Light of the Legion here. Flying Mentor. This also has Vigilance, so we can get in for some damage this turn. Slowly turning it around, but if they have any kind of direct damage next turn, we're probably just dead. Let's see. or a removal spell. Keep in mind, if the light does die, everything gets +1/+1 counter, so that's pretty good. But definitely using the life as our resource right now. It ain't over till it's over. Here's a 2/2 Vigilance. We'll have a 2/2 Flying Hasty next turn. Let's see. And they have another creature. Wow. Yeah, I'm assuming they're not attacking in this turn. They might, though. I'd assume no attacks, yeah. Ooh, we got Tajik. Very nice. And we have 6 mana for both of these. All right. Opponent's just reading the card, doing a lot of stuff here. This means they can't ping anything down unless they deal with Tajik first. We could get in for some damage in the air. We just want to hit with the 2 in the air because of the Vigilance. And pass turn here. So we did up the ante as far as having a good board state. Now it's basically top decks. Who can do top decks best? We have better blockers at the moment, so we should be fine. Keep in mind, Tajik doesn't have first strike unless we give it first strike, and we're out of mana right now, so we'll see what happens. I feel like opponent just wants to pass. Now, because of our patrol, we're actually going to be winning the race here a little bit. But if they get in 1 point of damage, then we're dead. So we really got to be real careful in this this time. Very precious. So we'll see what our opponent does here. Would love to get into a removal spell for the Centaur, or maybe just the +1/+1, not the +1/+1, the 3 mana create 2 1/1s with lifelink, because that can help us a little bit as far as taking damage. Opponent's really mulling this over. They may have something to do the math to end the match, so keep in mind, we don't have a way to gain life at the moment. Wish we did. Now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the air. 10, 11 in the air, actually. So we're very close to being able to win in the air, since all of our stuff has flying. So also keep in mind, if we attack with Tajik here, we can put a +1/+1 counter on something on this side of the field as well. So that's pretty good. We can also give Tajik a first strike too. Goodness. Opponent's really thinking it over. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to go for an all-out attack here. Mentor trigger, they're doing the math. Going to go on the 2/2, I assume. Let's go block here. Block here. Here, here, and here. Seems good. We will have 2 creatures left over. Let's see if they have a pump spell. They don't. That's interesting. Okay. Seemed like a bad play from the opponent there. Now, the one thing is, if they have a removal spell, okay. This is going on the Vigilance here. Keep in mind, this has Vigilance, so it's a 3/4. Down to 9. Not too sure what the opponent was planning there, unless they have a hasty creature, but we still have a Vigilance creature here, so 10th card, okay. No big deal. We have 8 in the air. Actually going to be 9 next turn. Let's play out the Stalwart here. Opponent scooping it up. Wow, that's so interesting that the opponent decided to attack in there. I guess they miscounted. That was a really close match for us. We actually turned it around at 1 life point. Wow. Gird for Battle is probably a good card to bring in here to help kind of even out stuff. Direct Current's also pretty decent. Fearless could also be brought in. kind of looking and seeing what we have here. Vindicator might be a card we want to take out for this particular match. But I think we're honestly fine. Hunted Witness is another card we could take out. Let's bring in the Fearless here and take out the Hunted Witness. And then hit. Wait, Hunted Witness does make a lifelinker? It does make a lifelinker. I think we're still fine. Let's do that. Let's just hit submit and get into game 2 here. Gosh, such a close match. We turned around. That was awesome. Opening hand here has 3 lands with a Guild Gate. This is going to be probably a keep for me. Response is a good removal. Patrol is 4 mana as well as the Unicorn. But again, we still have 2 pieces of removal here, so we should be fine as far as keeping our opponent back for a little bit. We're also on the draw as well, so we should be fine. Guild Gate, ooh, Sworn Companions is very good for us. Let's go Boros, Guild Gate, and pass. Keep in mind this does make our Sergeant double strike if we do get into it. Going for a Vine here from the opponent. Goblin for us. Definitely getting that out. This is a 0/3. You can sack and draw a card, which is very good in the mid to late game. But really just give me a Convoke card for Selesnya. Going to hit 6 here. Pass the turn for the opponent. Let's see if they have a Convoke creature this turn. Technically 4 mana for them with Convoke. Nope, just going for the Okepi here. Not bad. Let's go for a Mountain. Let's go Sworn Companions here. We could have held up response on this Okepi. But I do not mind trading with the Okepi if they want to. Now keep in mind this will do a point of damage if it gets blocked by the Vine, and we can kill the Vine. They're just letting it hit through. Nice. I am okay with that. That's why it was the best to attack him there. We could have traded with the Okepi or kill the Vine, so our opponent letting it through probably was the best play they could have made because it's still early in the game, and they only have 18 life left, so they're not too behind. Here's some Convoke going on. Centaur coming in. Pain in our side from previous, but we have Luminous Bonds to deal with it as well as Response, so both of those are pretty good for the situation. I think we just want to go Boros Guildgate here and Luminous Bonds onto the Centaur. So it can't attack or block, and then just get in for 4 points of damage. We actually gained some lifelink here as well, thanks to these 2 lifelinkers. So, doing very well as far as this game goes. And if they attack in with the Okepi here, it does have Vigilance, so they can block with it, so that's pretty good. But we're only going to 19 instead of to 17. Next turn we'll have 5 lands. We could go for Response, but not really that much to gain from that. Ooh, Crushing Canopy, making mincemeat of the Luminous Bonds here. So Response is another card we can use for the Centaur for the next attack in. So they can get in for 7 points of damage this turn. Quite better, much better than previous. Let's see here. They did waste their entire turn doing that. I think it's probably safe to attack in here with everyone. But again, the Vine will probably block a 1/1 here. The Okepi might block the Soldier. Just thinking about our options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. We have 4 mana here, and it's 4 mana spells, and then, of course, Response here. Could you control your person? Yeah, this is not good enough for Resurgence, but Response is quite good. I think it might be okay to go with a pass turn, hold up Response for the Centaur. It's probably the play here. Let's pass turn here, holding up Response. Let's see what they have. Yeah, obviously attacking in with the Centaur. Could be attacking in with the Okepi, but I'm not going to. Let's go Response here, kill it if we can. They may have a pump spell, so that's one of the things, but they do not. That's good. They only have 3 mana as well, so they are kind of behind on the mana gain. Skyline Scout's not too bad. Alright, going for a mana here. Let's go with the Patrol here. Could have gone Inspiring Unicorn, but Patrol helps us as far as giving these 1/1s some lifelink. I think attacking with the Goblin here is actually quite good. So they lose either Okepi or they lose the Scout. If they block with Scout, then it's just dead before combat even happens, or damage even happens. Wow, they're letting it through again. They're afraid of that Goblin. Very strange. Okay. Going for Boros Guildgate. Finally getting into some red mana. That's probably what they're lacking, so. Getting in with a 3/2 Vigilance creature here. We're just going to let that through because we're at 15. So I'm not really afraid of that at the moment. So what we're going to do this following turn is attacking with a Patrol and a Soldier, making it a 2/2. Another Patrol. 5, 6, 7. 7 mana here. Let's go for the... I think we want to go for the Inspiring Unicorn here. Could have gone for the Patrol, but I think Inspiring Unicorn will facilitate them saying, okay, well, they may want to go with a removal spell. Mentor going on the Soldier, absolutely, turning into a 2/2 lifelinker. This is in the air as well. They can't block the air. This only gets flying whenever it attacks, so they can kill the Goblin, though, and the lifelinker. They're choosing to trade, and the Vine will be dead. All right. Unless they have a pump spell or something. What do they have? Oh, they're going to sack it and draw a card. Okay, that's fair. Forgot the Vine did that. They had the mana open for it. Down to 10. We're up to 14 here, getting that 2. And pretty good board state next turn, actually, for a good attack. Getting in for probably everybody if they have, unless they have a big bomb coming in. But really feeling this. Really liking it a lot. As with most of the guilds and guilds of Ravnica, they're all like pretty good as far as what they do. You just have to get the right pieces for it to work. And picking Boros here, I'm really happy with how it's performing. Very aggressive, obviously. Always trying to keep your creatures going forward and playing up the board advantage. Let's see here. 4 mana, 5 Barging Sergeant, a 4/2 hasty. Not a bad pick for them, but it is just a 4/2 hasty with Mentor. So if they do attack in, this turns into a 4/3. And that's 7, 8 points of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We win it. We win next turn. So not sure why opponent did that. They're completely tapped out. We have the Unicorn and Mentor. So we just... Actually, Okepi has Vigilance here. We have 2 creatures to play next turn, so we're fine. Oh no, we picked the Mentor first. So the Mentor trigger doesn't work, I believe. Oh, it does work still. Okay, good, good. Was worried about it not working. Trade, we do 6 points of damage, take them down to 1. Or actually, 9 points of damage, take them down to 1. We're at 9. Then we just play our Patrol here and Stalwart. That should be game. Again, being very aggressive with Boros really does pay off. And we have a board state that's massive. Also have things for 4 mana and 2 mana, so if they have like a board wipe spell, it's going to leave some creatures left over, so should be fine. Let's see if opponent's going to go with a GG here. They could bounce back like we did previously in our own game 1. They have 5 cards in hand, a fistful of cards. There's Forest finally, so they may have something. Let's see here. Worm here. Ooh, very nice. Thankfully, the ability here doesn't give it what do you call it? Trample. Just block. Opponent's going to give us the GG. Yeah. We're just sacrificing a creature. It doesn't really matter. Just making sure that they don't have something, but obviously they don't. And that's it. That's the GG. Nice. Let's get into match number 2 here. Doing really well with Boros. Really impressed with it so far. Man, so many of these guilds are just so much fun to play with. It really depends on what kind of style you want to go with. I think as far as the hardest guild to build is probably Izzet, just because of the way Izzet is kind of constructed within the limited environment. But even that, like, they still have really good cards like We Dragonauts, Crackling Drake, that kind of stuff. There's just a ton of the good stuff there. I do think, for my money, though, Dimir is probably the best, and Selesnya is probably the best as far as having the best commons within all of the guilds. But I do think that Selesnya has a hard time kind of moving the gap from, like, overwhelming your opponent with power to making just a bunch of small creatures, or making a big bomb that just gets removed with one removal spell from any other guild. So I think Boros has the hardest time removing big creatures, obviously. So Selesnya is definitely the hardest matchup for us, but we just kind of made mincemeat out of that deck. All right, let's see what we can do with match 2 here. Opening hand is 3 land, turn 1 play, turn 2 play, and turn 3 play. This is pretty perfect. We're going to go with a keep here. Opponent is on the play, though. A Healer Hawk turn 1 is amazing for us. Ooh, Steam Bents coming in tapped. Ooh, nice. Hammer Dropper as well. Let's go with a Healer's Hawk here and pass turn. Healer's Hawk is a great pinger in the air. It's also a lifelinker, so it's going to gain its life steadily throughout the match. Really good card. Depending on what the opponent plays this turn, we might go... They're not going to play anything. Okay. Let's go with an attack first. And I think it's probably best to go with the Vindicator here. Vindicator might get shot down by something. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. So they're on Grixis here, since we see the swamp here. Keep in mind, it's, you can go multiple colors within sealed. It's very difficult sometimes, too. Dimir Informant here. Getting some nice surveil mechanics going on. Goblin Crater Maker is also pretty good, but getting with the Legionnaire and the Hawk next turn is just perfect. Having Mentor with the Hammer Dropper is also pretty good because it trades really nicely with the Vindicator. Let's go Legionnaire in the air and get in for 3 in the air. Got rid of that Adept off the top there. Great card for Dimir, by the way, if you're gummed up on a board state. Got to get around some creatures. Adept is where it's at. Let's see. We could go with Crater Maker on the play, attacking with Vindicator, and then this trades with the Informant, but that's not that good of a play for us, so I think we want to go with the Hammer Dropper here. Murmuring Mystic from the opponent, though. Very good card. Creates lots of 1/1 flyers for them. Let's go with this a mountain there, and go Hammer Dropper. And just continue to swing in here with our 3 in the air. Keep in mind, once we attack with the Hammer Dropper, we're going to give that counter probably to the Healer Hawk first, so it can trade with the 1/1s in the air. And they'll want to trade with the Hammer Dropper. So, this is turn 5, so they may have a 5-mana removal spell. Ooh, they have a tap land, though. Let's see if they have removal, though. Ooh, Pitiless Gorgon. It's pretty good. Crater Maker is very good in this situation, because it actually, gets rid of that Death Toucher. Let's go with the plane here. Go Crater Maker. Just get rid of that Gorgon. And let's get in for some damage, guys. Let's see. I think the answer is attacking in this way. Mentor going on the 1/1 here. I don't think they'll want to trade with the dropper because we'll want to kill the Mystic. So let's see what happens. Ooh, they're gonna trade with the Mystic. Okay. We're definitely going to kill the Mystic here. Mystic was the best card on their field so far. They have 3 cards in hand drawing into their 4th. They're at 9 life right now. Now the counter going on the Vindicator would have been very good, but at the same time, we didn't know if they were going to block with the Mystic or not there. Watcher in the Mist. Okay, 3/4 flyer. They get a surveil for 2. This does kind of slow us down a little bit on damage. We get into a good removal spell. We might be able to deal with this. Luminous Bonds would help in this situation. Also, the 4-mana removal spell for 4 toughness or greater. That also would help here. And even Tajik would help in this situation as well, because Tajik would make the Vindicator a little bit stronger, or that one of these 2/2s stronger. Let's see. Fresh Face Recruit's not terrible, just a little slow. Okay. We could attack in for 4 here and drop them down to 7. And then next turn attack in for, let's see, 5. It's very close. I think we want to pass turn here. The problem is, of course, if you wait a few turns for Dimir, they're going to overwhelm you. So I think attacking in like this is probably the best idea. This would definitely drop the Watcher down to 2 toughness. We can't really do anything else about that, though. Just kind of looking at our options here. At 7, that wouldn't die. That means they're not going to attack in next turn. All right, let's just let's pass turn here. We're kind of waiting on a board-wide pump spell now. 3 cards in opponent's hand, laying down an island. Tapping out, probably a removal spell. Nope, they're going for a Sphinx. Okay. So yeah, we're in a really tough situation now because of these flyers. They're holding down the whole situation. All right, let's go into Banneret's not terrible. The best thing about Banneret is it has pump forever, but it's going to be able to trade with the Informant, which just isn't great. So we're going to have to pass turn again. So now we have to fully pass. So last turn we could have got them down to 7. This turn we can't do anything. Let's see. Getting into a Resurgence is actually not a bad situation because giving Banneret first strike is actually quite good. Let's see. Hunted Witness. That's not bad. Okay. The issue here, though, for me is that even if with the Mentor trigger here, giving this a 2/2 double strike, making it hit for 4 is not terrible. But not great. So I think we're going to pass for now. Yeah, let's pass for now. It's very close. I think next turn we might try it if we get into something else. But it's such a close situation. I don't want to give our opponent too much more time because they'll just get into more removal. This looks like, yeah, Hypothizzle. Yep. Okay, so this is going to be a removal spell probably for the Vindicator or for the Goblin. Yeah, they're going to discard the Painter here. Let's see where it's going. Probably the Vindicator, honestly. Ooh, going to the Hawk. Interesting. That's not where my money would have went, because the Vindicator can trade once the Banneret attacks in. Land for opponent 3 cards in hand. Necrolisk, another good card for them. Yeah, they're slowly gaining value now, so... Yeah, getting into a Plains here is not great. I think it's probably worth it to attack in here. This is going to be a 2/2 double strike Vigilance Trample creature. Obviously, a secondary Mentor trigger would make this a lot better. But if they don't block the Banneret, then we can get in a secondary attack. This is attacking in for 7, by the way. So they're going to lose something by blocking the Vindicator. And they're going to lose something by blocking the Goblin. Okay, they're losing the Watcher here. Let's see what they want to block. They don't want to block this, though. That's strange. So we actually still get in for 7. All right. I'll take that. Oh my gosh. Do we just win next turn now? The opponent blocked poorly? 2 cards in hand. I don't think opponent realized that we could pump several times in one turn. Okay, deadly visit targeting. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. All right, we saw that coming. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we're at 25, though, so we have plenty of turns to kind of come back and just do that extra 2 points of damage. One card in opponent's hand here. They're still holding it down. Ooh, response. Very good here. Resurgence is also okay, but it doesn't really help us in the situation. So we really want to attack in here. Probably with just the Legionnaire. It's going to make the Sphinx die. They have 3 mana here, so they could have a counterspell as well. Let's see. Such a close thing to make here. I think we want to still attack in with the Legionnaire. Man, it's so close. If our creatures just were a little bit stronger, Resurgence would be better. But since they only have 1 card in hand, let's see if we can get the Legionnaire to get in. This is, again, lethal. They're going to block with the Sphinx. We're going to response that. Let's see if they have a counter. 3 mana. Show me the counter. If you don't, they get to Surveil, which is not bad. But that does mean they need to get a removal spell for the 2/2 flyer or draw a flyer themselves. So it's still a dire situation here. So they did resolve. The Sphinx does die, and they do get to Surveil for 2. So it's just very close here now. We're still at 25 life as well, so we can continue to take hits. We're just being aggressive because Boros is about being aggressive, and we're trying to force our opponent to make bad blocks and bad decisions. They got rid of a Darkblade agent. Oh, they scooped it up. Wow, nice. They didn't draw what they needed. That's fair. Okay, so let's look into our sideboard here. Direct Current could be pretty good for a situation like this. Let's take out Hunted Witness like we did last time and bring in the Fearless. Gird for Battle could be good since they have lots of, like, 4 toughness things. The problem here is I don't really know what to bring out. Collar the Culprit is, like, the best card for the situation for us. Oh, man. We might be able to bring in another Garrison Sergeant since we keep seeing our Guild Gates. Just not sure there. Don't want to make it too difficult for us to get in damage. I think we're fine where we're at. Let's just hit submit. It's so close, though. Very, very good. Let's hit, yeah, we submitted. All right. Game 2. Let's see if we can get a 2-0. Opening hand is 2 lands, response, Tajik, Inspiring, Vindicator, and Legionnaire. This is good because we're on the draw, so I'm going to go with a keep here. We have a turn 2 and turn 3 plays with a removal spell, so I like all of this. Land for the opponent. And did nothing play, okay. Oh, nice. So we do have Vindicator coming out on turn 2 with Legionnaire or Tajik the following turn. I think Tajik is the better play here because it's going to force our opponent to have a removal spell for Tajik. 2 mana pass again. Let's go for Vindicator. Also getting into Boros Locket isn't bad either. This helps us ramp and gives us mid to late game card draw. So again, we're going to be really aggressive with Tajik and the Vindicator this next turn. If they have a play... Oh, they don't. They do have a play. They have a removal spell for Vindicator. But that's really good for us because that means Tajik is coming out unabated this next turn. They don't have blue mana either. So let's get in with Tajik here for 3. Oh, man, this Boros deck is really coming together for us. Get our foily Tajik just hitting in for 3 here. And then Legionnaire is going to be a 3/3 as well next turn, thanks to the haste on Legionnaire. We could also just keep mana up if they have a blocker and make this a first striker. Child of Night's a 2/1 lifelinker. Not bad. Sworn Companions, not bad either. So we definitely want to go for... Let's go Boros Locket here. And get in for 3. Let's see if they want to block. I doubt they want to block. They do want to block. Okay, for response, let's give this first strike. So they don't gain any lifelink there. And we just dealt with their creature. And we gained mana for the battlefield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana on the battlefield now. Opponent just getting mana screwed here, so we're just going to take advantage of this situation. Garrison Sergeant coming in here for our hand, but we don't really have anything for it. Let's go Legionnaire here. And just swing in for 6. Yep. Oh, that is it! Wow, such a quick 2-0. Oh my gosh, what would have drawn there? Goblin Banneret, okay. Yeah, we were just on fire. That's awesome. All right, guys, let's get into our third match here and see what we can do. Holy cow. So good. I believe this is the final match out of the Gilded League sealed here, but this is probably the amount you'll be playing at your local pre-release. Showing right now, Boros is very good. If you get into some good stuff with Boros like this, I mean, you are on fire. This is amazing. All right, let's go for match 3 here. Opening hand has Crater Maker, Vindicator, Locket, and Companions. This is probably fine, I think, for us. Having correct mana is always a good thing. Gonna hit 6. We're on the draw, so it's a little slow, but looks like maybe Dimir for us. Island against us. Another land. Let's go for a Plains and pass. Gonna play Vindicator first because, again, we're trying to signal to the opponent. If you have removal, you need to use it on the Vindicator immediately. Ooh, this looks like Is It? Ooh, Urchin here. Okay. Let's go Vindicator and pass turn. The problem here with the Urchin is that it's a 1/3 with Trample that's for 2 mana, so it gets stronger each time they cast spells, so if they have a lot of spells, then the Urchin will be going off like crazy. Ooh, Cyclops as well for 3 mana, 4/3. It's a defender, though, so not amazing. Goodness. They're so good right now. They're in such a good situation. It's only turn 3. We could go Boros Locket or go Companion here. I think Locket might be the better play to try and, like, you know, get into some stuff, some card draw later. Let's go Locket and pass turn. Making 1/1 lifelinkers is nice, but they really need to cast instant sorceries, which I'm assuming they're going to do next turn. And then they're getting in for 6 points of damage. Unless they have a Sure Strike or something. This is also Grixis for them. Ooh, Quasi-Duplicate. Okay. Does not have haste, though. But does make sure that they can attack. So in for 6. No problem. Quasi-Duplicate in an Is It deck here is really good. Okay. Mountain for us. What to do? What to do? I think we want to go with the Crater Maker and go for Sworn Companions here. The issue is it's a copy, so it does have the same color stuff, so let's go Sworn Companions and pass turn here. This looks like it's going to be a loss for us since this Is It deck has all the answers. Having 2 4/3s that can attack in as soon as they cast something is really good. Now, one of the downsides to having an Is It deck, this has Jumpstart as well, so they can recast it. So they'll be able to get in for some more damage this turn. One of the downsides here to having an Is It deck is you're going to run out of cards quickly. But if you win the game, it doesn't matter. So let's see what we can do here. We definitely have blockers that have lifelink, so we can get back some lifelink. Radical idea from the opponent here. So they can all attack, which is not great. Okay. We can't use Crater Maker's ability here, though, so we're just going to go with a Double block here in the 4 toughness or 4 power creatures. Gain 2 life, lose 2 life, so we're at 14. So we're not really gaining or losing anything here. We're just losing our tokens, which is fine. But these all have 3 toughness, so it's something that the collar can't really hit. Luminous Bonds could hit, though. The Tajik is not bad here. Let's go Tajik. Giving the Vindicator a counter would be great. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to go with a removal spell here. Sonic Assault on the Jeek here. That's fair. Yep. That does tap that and put us down to 12. And we're going to pass turn here because we don't want to attack in. We could have attacked in with the Swiftblade Vindicator there because it has Vigilance. Didn't think about that till after the fact. So that's a bit of a misplay there. Missed opportunity on damage. But opponent has 2 cards in the graveyard with Jumpstart, so they'll be able to either copy a Cyclops again or just, you know, draw a card with a Radical Idea. And of course, this also has Jumpstart. So they got stuff forever. Never mind. Goodness. It looks like a ton of fun. All of these guilds are honestly a ton of fun. I'm really excited about playing the pre-release later tonight. Going to a midnight pre-release. Yeah, I'm pretty sure opponent has this game. They're copying another Cyclops here, which is fair. Nothing we can really do about that. Let's see, getting in here. Sure. I hit cancel. All they can destroy is the locket, or all it can destroy is the locket. Let's go for deal 2 damage to a Cyclops and block with the Vindicator. Again, it has double strike, so it's going to hit first, which is nice. Down to 6. So you got a Guild Gate, not great. Guild Gate, not great. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 4 mana if we go with the Boros Locket, draw 2 cards this turn. Not amazing. This would give Tajik the ability to have... response is also very good. Let's just pass turn here. It's very close. We want to be aggressive and let them cast Radical Idea. So they're tapping down their mana. We could have done response if we attacked in with a Vindicator that turn. But that would have been a little too aggressive. Because they could, you know, they could go for some more stuff as well. Using response as a response is a little bit better. So if we survive this turn, we're golden. Sonic Assault, tapping down another creature. Man, are we dead now? I think we're dead now. Ouch. Okay. We're down to 4. We have to block a Cyclops and respond to the other Cyclops, and we're going to take 2. We're actually going to take 3 because of Radical Idea. So kill 1 Cyclops. Keep in mind, opponent is running out of stuff in their hand as well, so we have to block the other Cyclops here. And we're going to take 3 from the Urchin. Yep. That's fair. Okay, drawing a card. 2 cards in hand. They are out of stuff from their graveyard. They have Direct Current. No, we're just dead, aren't we? We are dead. No! Yeah, Direct Current is what caused us to die this game. Yep. Yeah, as soon as they hit Direct Current, we're dead. So let's go with the concede here. We were just on the back foot the entire time that game. So the 3 toughness on all those creatures are really difficult to get around. We definitely want to bring in Fearless here, take out the Witness. Gird for Battle could be more useful here, as well as Direct Current. Actually, let's take out Gird for Battle, bring in another Sergeant. I think having those are a bit better for the situation. Goodness. Haven't seen Lava Coil at all, by the way. I thought that this wasn't in our deck. Alright, Gravitic Punch. Player. Just making sure if we see anything else. Cosmotronic Wave could also be useful here, but it's a little awkward for what's going on. I think we're probably fine with what we have now. We definitely want to take out some cards, though. Let's take out the Unicorn here. It's really not doing much for us in this matchup. We need more 1-to-1 blocks and stuff. Trying not to get too few creatures in the deck. Trying to think if we want to take out the Boros Locket as well. I really like the Locket, though, because it draws us cards in the mid to late game. Let's take out Direct Current because it's just not that powerful. So we're going to keep a Sergeant in and just hit Submit. All right, let's play first. Yes. Okay, opening hand for us is Correct Mana, a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop. We're going to go with the Keep here. I like this. Opponent mulligan to 6, so that might be good news for us. Let's go Banner right here. Pass turn. Pass turn for opponent here. Tap land, not bad. Let's go Recruit. And get in for 1. Can't get the Mentor trigger unless we attack with multiple creatures, and that also has to be pumped for that to work as well. They may go with another Urchin this next turn. Nope, just blue mana and black mana. Let's see. You have Dead Weight or something? Let's see. 2 mana here. Radical Idea, maybe? We're going to be as aggressive as possible, so Sprite's pretty good for them. Let's go Legionnaire. And attack with a 2 first strike and 2 in the air. The Banneret can't really get past that Sprite, so they're just going to let them hit it. Or let these creatures hit them down to 15. Ordinary Goblin's pretty good, but I think we might want to just go with a pump with the Banneret next turn. There's the red mana. Hey, there's the Urchin. Okay. Would love to get another red mana off the top here. Yeah, they're going to attack in with a Sprite. I'm assuming they don't want to block with the Urchin, because we'll have this probably be a 3-2, thanks to the Banneret. But let's see. Raider Maker's also pretty good here. Let's lay our planes. Go with a pump. And get in for lots of damage. Make this a 3-2 first striker. Very good against their matchups. Our matchups right now in this deck list. Yeah, they're going to block the Banneret and trade. That's nice. Direct Current also deals with both of our creatures, so they can do that if they want to. But they need 2 red mana for that to happen. Would love to get into another red mana soon. If not, though, we'll just play Sworn Companions. 5 cards in hand. Second red mana. Ooh. Yeah, they're probably going to kill the Sergeant. Yeah. Or Recruit, not Sergeant. That's fair. Hit in for 1, get that Surveil trigger going. Keep in mind, if things have Jumpstart, they're going to throw into the graveyard most likely, so they can cast it later. Fearless. I think Crater Maker is probably a good idea here, because the Surveil is really helping them out. So let's get rid of this real quick. And get in for 2. Let's Sprite's very powerful. They're also at 8, so we just need to continue to lay on the pain. And maybe make it to game 3. This is a 1-3, so they can't really do anything with each other. We're getting so much white mana right now. Let's go with the Goblin and Sworn Companions. In pass turn. They have 3 cards in hand, and we have 4 creatures on the battlefield, so should be able to turn the tide this next turn. Getting in lots of damage. We'll see, though. 4 cards in hand. They could get into another Cyclops. Keep in mind, there was only 1 copy of a Cyclops. They just quasi-duplicated it, like, 2 times. So, ooh, Dimir Locket here for them. So not a very good play for them. But they do have the Cyclops here, a 0/8 Trampler. Keep in mind that doesn't do anything. Hammer Dropper's pretty good. Let's see. I wish either of these had haste, but they do not. Let's go Hammer Dropper here. Probably fair to just get in for 2/4 here. They'll just block this way and block this way, so actually we're not going to attack. Let's wait a turn. Could have gone in for a possible 1 point of damage, basically, there. Or 2 points of damage. Dropping them to 6. That might have been actually a good idea, but we'll wait. Chemist's Insight here. Does make it a 4/8. We do have 18 life, though, so we're not really worried about blocking or anything like that. It is an instant speed spell, which means the Cyclops will likely trade with the Hammer Dropper. Or not trade, but destroy the Hammer Dropper, because this is an instant spell. One of the advantages of the Cyclops here. We don't have enough mana, though, for this Chemist's Insight, though, so we actually are fine. Another planes. So many planes. Let's go Halberdier. And let's just swing out here. Let's give Mentor to the flyer creature. That way it can trade with the Drake nicely. They'll want to block probably this way, maybe this way, that they'll trade. We'll see, though. 3 cards in hand. Yeah, this is dead. This is blocked, and they're taking 4. Okay. Any spells here? Radical Idea. Okay. That means the Hammer Dropper is dead. They're down to 4 here, and if they don't have any follow-up creatures, then they lose. So this would force a game 3, which is not bad. So happy with that. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Do you have a line of play? You can go Dimir Locket here and draw some cards. You also have Radical Idea and Night Veil's Chemist's Insight. Another Drake. That's fine. Yeah, they'll have Radical Idea again for the Cyclops. Or, nope, Insight. That's okay. Do you have another creature play? Spybug, okay. Double block, but still not going to kill it. Okay. One removal spell would help this. Now you give me red mana. Alright. Yeah, we're just swinging in like madmen. Blocking the 3 here. And then Radical Idea. Or, yeah, Radical Idea. Blocking this. This is trading. This is trading. And then taking 2, going to 2. And Radical Idea for the Cyclops. Yep. Again, that helps them as far as being able to trade with the 3/2 here. Or destroy the 3/2. But we still have the creatures on the field that are really good, so if they have a flyer next turn, then they'll be okay, but if they don't, let's see. Let's see. Come on. Opponent, do you have a play? Looks like you do. Dispersal, okay. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost among the permanents they control and then discard a card. Oh, that sucks. We have to discard our Legionnaire. Yep. That does suck. Tajik here would be great. Ah, Guildgate. Okay. They have 4 mana for an Insight, correct? How many cards do they have in here with Jumpstart? Yeah, Insight's really the only card they can use. And they have 4 mana for it, so we still want to attack in here. But they might turn this around, honestly, for 1 mana. So you're not putting direct current in. I might be regretting that now. Yeah, that way they don't lose this to this creature here. But that way they have a block, 1/1 block. We're so close. Yeah, draw some cards here. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. 13 cards in their deck. Come on. We just need like 1 good draw. Luminous Bonds would be great here. Another Guildgate. We're going to pass turn here. We're so close. They're at 1. Come on. Come on, Boros. You want to go to game 3? Radical idea? Okay. They probably want to draw into their 4/3 Cyclops, I assume. Either that or quasi-duplicate the erratic Cyclops here. What's happening? Deadly Visit. Oh, wow. They're going to destroy target creature. A 1/1. Such a threat. I mean, you have 1 life. I guess it's okay. Goodness. Yeah, 4/3 coming in. Yeah, they may turn the tide in this battle now. Coming in for 8. The Jeek off the top would actually be pretty good because we would be able to first strike the Cyclops here. Okay. No, I don't think so. Come on. Light of the Legion is pretty amazing. A 5/5 flyer. We're at 17. There's no way they can do as much damage with the Cyclops and the other Cyclops. They have 3 cards in hand. A few cards with Jumpstart in the graveyard. No cards with Jumpstart in the graveyard. So they need a removal spell right now. 3 cards in their hand. Let's see. Sure. They're drawing a card, and I discard a card, but I don't have anything. They're really digging here. Do you have something? You have a removal spell? Oh, man. Come on. We just need 1 point of damage. That's all we need. Sonic Assault! No! Jumpstart again. It doesn't really actually do much because it gives them that. They get up for 6. They get in for 7 here. Is Sonic Assault an instant? It is an instant. Oh, they can tap me down. All we need now is a creature to block. Thank you. Thank you. You really love me. All right. I want to say we get rid of the Cyclops here. I think you possible. Let's see. They have Sonic Assault with Jumpstart here. Nothing else in here with Jumpstart. You've already used Direct Current, correct? Yes. And 2 Radical Ideas and Chemistry's Insight. So this could be possible 3 points of damage, 5 points of damage with Sonic Assault on top of it. So that takes us to 3. This can be 4 points of damage. The issue here, though, is if they have another spell, they can do both of them. So Luminous Bonds probably is better suited to go onto the Erratic Cyclops. Let's put it on the Cyclops here. Now, they're going to use Sonic Assault immediately. Like, that's not even a... Oh, they have Capture Sphere. Okay. Never mind. I overthought the situation. Yeah, they're going to hit us for 6 this turn with the Sonic Assault and the Cyclops. I think either move there would have been really difficult, but Since they did have removal there, yeah, it would have been, you know, hard either way. Yeah, Electromancer, that's fine. One card in hand. Yup. So close. This has been such a close match, but they literally had everything for their Izzet deck. Let's go lock it here. We have a blocker, which isn't bad. We're not out of this fight yet, honestly. We're honestly not out of this fight yet. But they can tap that down to 2 points. Oh, they can. Okay. Yeah, so that's now that's game. Now that's game. Okay. You got me. You got me. Oh, man. So close. Let's give them the old GG. Close game. Very fun game. Is it coming out of nowhere? Had we had the mana for the patrol the following turn, we would have actually been okay. But yeah, now they're just drawing stuff and wanting to attack in for nothing. Oh man, that was fun. Why? Oh, because the piston. I thought they would have had a instant sorcery spell. We're still in this. We're still in this. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This has been a roller coaster of a situation. This will be a 3/3 first striker that can trade with anything once it attacks in. And we actually have mana to do all of these things. 3, 4. Oh my gosh, guys. The magic gods have blessed me this day. Let's get in for some damage here. Yep. Making this a 3/3 first striker. This will also have first strike. They have to double block. Yep. We give this first strike. Yep. Oh my gosh, we're coming back, guys. We're coming back. All right. Let's see what their draw is. We have one creature in front of them, so do we win this? 2 cards in hand. 2 cards in their deck. They're almost out of cards in their deck. We're about to deck them. If we don't win by their life points, we're going to deck them. Oh my gosh, we've seen literally every card in their entire deck. Opponent. GG. Good game. Oh my gosh, quasi-duplicate coming in here. That's it. Opponent. Scooping it up. Going to sideboard here. Wow. We're going to game 3. That was such a good game. Okay. All right. I think we're good as far as what we have in the deck right now. I think we're perfectly fine. Let's go with a submit and see what we can do in game 3 because I cannot believe we came back from that. I'm so glad that they didn't have an instant sorcery spell for that Cyclops because obviously that would have, ended the game. But, man, ridiculous. So good. So close. I don't really know what else we would have brought in either for this matchup. We could bring in maybe Direct Current, but again, it's just one of those cards that it's great, but it just doesn't do it for me, honestly. Again, we still haven't seen Lava Coil at all. So Lava Coil would be great for the situation, but haven't seen it. Man. All right, let's get into game 3 here and see what we can do. We're not on the play. We're on the draw, but we have a pretty decent turn 1-2 and removal. There's our Lava Coil. Hey, there we are. I think we're going to go with keep here. We really need white mana, so let's see what happens in the draw. Tap land. Ooh, giving us mountains here. Let's go for the Banneret. And pass turn. Oh my gosh. Can't get over that game 2. So good. Red mana for the opponent here. Looks like a pass. Ooh, there's some white mana. Hey, white mana. Let's go with a goblin here and get in for 1. Probably should have done that prior to or after attacking. So we'll see what happens. Keep in mind, Lava Coil is a sorcery speed spell, so it's a bit annoying that that's the case, but it definitely is. Radical idea from the opponent. That's fair. Gonna hit 6 since we can't do anything this turn. We're tapped out, and we don't want to really block with the Goblin. So let's see if they just... Oh, they don't hit their 3rd land? They go Radical Idea again. Oh, they discarded an Is It Guildgate. Okay, so they had land. I guess they have too much land. Let's go with a Mountain here. Let's go Legionnaire. We're not going to worry about the Mentor trigger with the Banneret this turn because of the Legionnaire, and we're getting for 5 here. Let's continue to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. All right. Lava Coil is going to be great if they play out a big boy Cyclops, because we'll just get rid of it. 7 cards in hand here for the opponent. Direct Current can deal with any of these creatures on the battlefield. Sinking into the Banneret this next turn might be a good idea. Blue mana from the opponent here. Let's see. Could go for the Erratic Cyclops to 0/4. Capture Sphere for the Banneret. That's interesting. We definitely want to play the Hammer Dropper this turn then. To show them how wrong they were in their choice of choosing that Mentor creature. Let's get in for 4 here, pass turn. Down to 10. Down to 10, baby. Let's see what we can do. Oh my gosh. They're being really aggressive right now. And we have a removal in our hand. And a flyer, thanks to the scout. That's being able to fly. 3, 4, 5 mana here. 5 cards in hand. Do you just not have anything? Is you just have too much mana in hand? What's going on? Oh, Tajik coming in. Oh my god. Guys, it's my birthday. What is happening? All of this hasty Mentor stuff. So good. So good, guys. I assume they want to direct current that like immediately. They can't do non-combat damage to anything else, so they'd have to direct current that if they had it. Ooh, Artful Takedown. Tapping this and killing that. Okay, that's fair. Let's go to combat real quick and hit in for 4. We would have won that turn had they not done that. But that's fine. That's fine. We're still, cranking out the hits. Let's go for the scout here and pass turn. Now we have 2 damage coming in the air if we want it. 4 cards, 5 cards in hand now for the opponent. Down to 6 on turn 6, laying a land. Ooh, Chemist's Insight. Ooh, they really needed something. What can they even do for 2 mana, though? Maybe dead weight something? No, that is it! Oh my gosh! We went 3-0, guys, with our Boros aggro deck in the Gilded League. Ha! Thanks for staying with me, guys. Like me if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This needs a subscription. Come on, come on. You know you want to. I'm so happy. That was awesome. Man, Boros totally changed my mind on the situation. I'm really happy with this so far. Wow. That was awesome, guys. Such close matches near the end there. Whew, I gotta go lie down for a bit now. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun at your pre-release, and tell me what guild you run in the comments down below. Thanks, guys. Peace. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome MTG content just like this, and make sure to tap the bell icon to be notified whenever a video is made live. If you want to keep watching content, here are 2 more videos for you. This video and many others are sponsored by MTGO Traders and Cape Fear Games. Buy and sell digital singles to build your online collection today with MTGO Traders, and get your paper singles, accessories, and much more from Cape Fear Games. Whatever your magic needs, both places have you covered.